Hey submarine friends, I'm going to talk about some rules that I follow when I dive my submarine. So you've just finished building your submarine and it's time to start diving it. These are some rules that I live by. Maybe you won't want to, but they're what I follow. Rule number 1, when I'm ready to dive the submarine, I never dive until the life support system is fully balanced out. So the scrubber's already been turned on when I launch the submarine. I like to let it run and get warmed up. After that, I close the hatch and I start the O2 flow. So the O2 is flowing, the scrubber is scrubbing, and I watch my altimeter and I watch my O2 level and I watch my CO2 level. As soon as all of that is balanced out, then I dive. I never dive before that. So the second rule that I follow is when I'm on the bottom of the lake or wherever I am, I never ignore an alarm. And by that, I mean, obviously you wouldn't ignore an alarm. But if I have an alarm go off, which would either be oxygen or CO2 level is askew, I simply surface. I don't dick around, try to figure out what's going on. Typically the problem is simple. You've just simply not paid attention to your O2 level or your CO2 level. You should be punished for that and you should go straight to the surface. It's that simple. Don't dick around. Go to the surface, even if it's simple. You obviously were not paying attention to that, and that's very important. You should be punished. So the third thing, this one is really, really important to me. If I see a rope on the bottom of the lake, I leave. I just surface. I don't even just leave and steer away from it. I surface. Ropes freak me out. Now that depends on the type of submarine you have, which would determine the level of risk. If you have a submarine that has protrusions that can get tangled, you got to get out of there. Now this submarine is really good because everything can detach from it, which makes it safer. But I still don't dick around. I see a rope, I surface. End of story. It's just too risky. So just 3 things to think about when you start diving your new submarine you just built.